The world is becoming increasingly focused on sustainability to protect our environment and way of life. Ever-growing emissions reduction commitments from governments, industry, and consumers require creative solutions. Summit Carbon Solutions is leading decarbonization by partnering with more than 30 ethanol facilities in the upper Midwest to capture, transport, and permanently store their CO2 emissions, cutting their carbon intensity in half, enabling them to produce a net zero carbon fuel by the end of the decade. Driven by growing markets for low-carbon fuels, combined with additional incentives, this is a unique opportunity for biofuels and agriculture to drastically improve their sustainability and carbon footprint. The result is billions of gallons of low-carbon fuels produced by Summit Carbon Solutions ethanol plant partners, which are part of an industry responsible for consuming nearly 40% of the U.S. corn crop every year. Backed by Summit Agricultural Group, a firm with decades of experience in agriculture, renewable fuels, and project development, Summit Carbon Solutions is a truly revolutionary platform capable of capturing, transporting, and storing 12 million metric tons of CO2 per year, which will make it the largest carbon capture and storage project in the world. That's the equivalent of removing emissions from 2.6 million cars each year, or the same amount of carbon stored by 14.7 million acres of forest. Summit Carbon Solutions will construct an infrastructure network connecting industrial facilities to areas suitable for carbon storage. This infrastructure is critical to achieving growing emissions reduction targets. Experts predict that the carbon capture and storage capacity will have to grow by 100 times current levels by 2050 to reach critical emissions goals. The process and technology behind carbon capture and storage has been researched and refined for decades. Today, it's proven and reliable. CO2 is captured from industrial sources such as ethanol fertilizer or power plants. Compressed CO2 is transported through pipelines. CO2 arrives at the injection site in North Dakota and is injected approximately a mile below ground. Finally, CO2 is stored in highly researched geologic formations, where it will stay safely for millions of years. The net result is a substantial reduction in CO2 emissions that would have otherwise gone into the atmosphere. Our $4.5 billion investment across 5 states will create more than 15,000 jobs and have a substantial economic impact on Midwest communities. The carbon reduction opportunity does not end there. Summit Carbon Solutions is pursuing additional opportunities in its drive to become the world's premier carbon management company. The world is increasingly looking for sustainable solutions to lower its carbon footprint. Carbon capture and storage enables meaningful reductions in emissions, utilizing proven technology to improve our environment and make a lasting impact. Summit Carbon Solutions, a safer, cleaner future is in store.